Today we are looking at a titration problem. The problem states a 75 milliliter solution of hydrogen chloride with an unknown concentration is titrated to the equivalence point with 27.3 milliliters of 0.157 concentration of calcium hydroxide. What was the concentration of hydrogen chloride in the original solution? The first step is to write a balanced equation. This equation can be seen here. 2 moles of hydrogen chloride plus 1 mole of calcium hydroxide yields 1 mole of calcium chloride plus 2 moles of water. This diagram right here is a visual description of this above reaction. You have the 2 moles of hydrogen chloride and the 1 mole of calcium hydroxide. So next, we look at the equation that we would like to use. Concentration times volume equals moles. Now, to properly use this equation, we must first look at the volume given. So, we have 27.3 milliliters of calcium hydroxide. We must convert this to liters using the conversion factor of 1 liter for every 1,000 milliliters. We now have 0.0273 liters of calcium hydroxide. Now, to find the moles of calcium hydroxide, we take this amount of liters, 0.0273, times the concentration given of 0.157, and we get the moles, 0.0042861. So now with the moles of calcium hydroxide, we can use the mole ratio found in the above equation of 2 moles of hydrogen chloride for every 1 mole of calcium hydroxide to find the moles of hydrogen chloride needed to react. So we have the found moles of calcium hydroxide, 0.0042861, times the mole ratio of 2 moles of hydrogen chloride for every 1 mole of calcium hydroxide will produce 0.0085722 moles of hydrogen chloride. Now with this given amount, we can look back at the equation we would like to use, concentration times volume equals moles, and we now know, looking for concentration, we must take the moles and divide that by the volume. So, down here we take the moles of hydrogen chloride, 0.0085722, divided by the original given volume, which was 75 milliliters, or 0.075 liters, and that will give us a concentration of 0.114296, or as we can say, just a concentration of 0.114. Now, given all this, there are a few mistakes that many people often make. One of them would be rounding too early in the problem. As you can see, these decimal places are fairly long, but if you round them off too soon, your number may come out skewed as a final answer and not close to what you were looking for. Also, conversion factors must always be notated properly, making sure that you're canceling out what you do not want, milliliters and milliliters, and leaving what you do want, the liters. And finally, the mole ratio must also be canceled out of the calcium hydroxide, leaving you with only the hydrogen chloride. And that, my friends, is how you successfully do a titration.